Hello and welcome to the Wakefield Joint Strategic Needs Assessment website, often shortened to the JSNA. This short introductory video will tell you a little bit about what the JSNA is and how to navigate our site. The JSNA is a continuous process by which local health and wellbeing boards assess the health and wellbeing needs of their population in order to inform decision making. Wakefield's Health and Wellbeing Board include representatives from Wakefield Council, local healthcare organisations and other local organisations such as the police, housing and voluntary and community sector groups. The JSNA includes a wealth of information around the health and well-being of the Wakefield population. It includes details of where health inequalities exist, what the current and future trends look like, and it looks to describe the different communities and populations that live across the Wakefield district. The JSNA has several uses. It's used to inform the writing of the Health and Wellbeing Strategy, which is written by the Health and Wellbeing Board. It's used by local commissioners to help them design services to understand the health needs of the population and where they might need to target services. And it's used by local community and voluntary groups to gain information to support them in their funding bids so that they can carry out work within the local community. In order to navigate the site, we have these menus at the top of the page here. Hovering your mouse over each one of the menus will tell you which pages sit underneath that heading. Anywhere where you see a sideways arrow like this one tells you that there are further pages below the top level. Clicking on any one of these links will take you to that page. On the home page, we have some infographic summaries of recent pages that have been published. Clicking on each one of these will take you to that page. And then below that we have this table which explains a bit more about Wakefield's approach to the JSNA. On the left here we have our core pages. These are some of our most popular pages and we'll look to update these whenever new data becomes available. The in-depth topics are topics that are decided by our JSNA steering group every year, and these are topics which require more detailed analysis and are used to support either ongoing or upcoming work in that area. You can click on any of these links here to access the recently published pages, and underneath the upcoming heading you can see the pages that are identified for work this year. They'll be published as soon as that work is complete. If this is your first time visiting the Wakefield JSNA, we have a few pages that we recommend you look at first. Underneath resources, we have the Power BI user guide. A lot of the charts, maps and tables that you will see across the site have been developed using a software tool called Power BI. This page provides you with some really useful hints and tips on how best to use and interact with our Power BI dashboards. You can use the tabs along the bottom here to get different hints and tips, and I recommend spending a few minutes looking through this before you start on any of the other pages on the site. Underneath our district we have the annual reports page. We produce 2 reports every year, one for children and one for adults. You can read these reports by clicking on the links, and these reports provide a very high level summary of the health and wellbeing needs of these 2 population groups. You will find a lot of the key findings and headlines from the rest of the site contained within these reports, as well as the focus around inequalities and showing you how the Wakefield figures compare to the national benchmarks. Also underneath our district we have the neighbourhood profiles page. We have divided the Wakefield district into 27 locally defined neighbourhoods, as you can see on this map here. This dashboard provides a really good overview of the health and wellbeing profile of each of these neighbourhoods. You can use the tabs across the bottom to get information on children and young people, adult characteristics and adults' health. And this is a really good tool to use if you're just starting work in one of these new areas, or if you're wanting to just understand a bit more about the profile of a neighbourhood and how it compares to the other neighbourhoods and the district average. Thank you for listening to this short intro. We hope you find our site useful. We're always happy to receive feedback, so if you have any, please do get in touch.